Hi everyone, welcome to the Pearly Cute channel. I've been a bit tired this week, so I decided to go with a sleepy coordinate. Got my eye mask on my head. I've just been a little bit low energy this week. So even though it's March, happy and lucky packs have been on my mind, and there's been a lot of talk that recently, in the past few years, lucky packs have not been worth the price and they've actually gone up in price. So I did a little bit of research to find out whether this is true or not. I went through all the happy packs from as far back as I could be bothered to go, which is 2011, and looked at what each of them contained and how much they cost in yen, and also the conversion rates for pounds and dollars back in those times. So 2011 saw 5 different happy packs. The print of the year was Lyrical Party, and they brought out 3 happy packs surrounding this. They brought out the Going Out set, which is a coordinate basically in one. They brought out their casual set, which includes a salopette instead of a JSK, and they brought out what they called their dressed set, which didn't include a dress. It actually didn't include any clothes except for a t-shirt, and then also a pouch, a mirror, and an umbrella that came with its own tote bag. On top of this, they also released a non-printed happy pack, which was called the Stylish Maiden set, and an accessory set called the Fluffy Winter Accessory set. Now, only 3 of these are the kinds of sets we see in later years. We don't see the accessory set again, we don't see this dressed set either again, so I haven't actually included those, but the Going Out set is their standard happy pack that we will see in later years. The Stylish Maiden set, again, a very standard pack, and the Lyrical Party casual set is the salopette set that they would often bring out every year. So the Lyrical Party Going Out set, which I'm actually going to call the JSK set, as in later years this kind of happy pack is rebranded as a JSK set, came up to 21,000 yen, or 166 pounds, or $258. The casual set was 10,500 yen, which came up to 83 pounds, or $129. And finally, the non-printed happy pack, the Stylish Maiden set, came up to, again, 10,500 yen, so 83 pounds, or $129. So over the next few years, the prices actually tended to stay the same. They didn't really fluctuate that much, but the next year, 2012, we actually saw the debut of the special set, which was the print set of that year, but with extra items and a fancy JSK. So 2012, the set was a la carte tea time. The special set went for 31,500 yen, which was 263 pounds, or $407. The special set included 2 extra items, so this one came with a cape and a petticoat, as well as everything else. They also brought out their normal jumper skirt set and their salopette set, which went for the same prices as the year before, but there was a little bit of inflation? I don't really know. I don't know economic terms. Clearly, Japan had a really great year that year, because the pound and the dollar prices were actually up a little bit. They also brought out a non-printed happy pack that year, and it was the same price as it was the last year. So in 2013, we saw Dream Fantasy, which had a special set as well for the exact same price as the year before, 31,500 yen, but the JSK set was actually more expensive, less expensive, it was less expensive. But the JSK set was actually less expensive than it was the year before. So now in 2013, it was 15,750 yen, which was 113 pounds, or $183. Also, I'm really sorry, but I keep looking down, it's just my notes are down here. And in this JSK set, you literally just got the same items as you did before in previous years. The salopette set and the non-printed happy pack set were the exact same price as they were the year before, 10,500 yen. But it looks like Britain was having a particularly good year that year, as the prices in pound actually went down, but the dollar actually stayed about the same. In 2014, we saw Candy Sprinkle, which I don't actually see that much of anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's a very sought after lucky pack. But the special set and the JSK set prices stayed exactly the same. It was the Salopette set's turn to actually rise in price. So instead of the 10,500 it was before, it was now 12,600. However, weirdly enough, even though it was 12,600, the price in dollars and pounds stayed relatively the same as they were in 2013. So obviously Japan wasn't having a great year that year. Prices were pretty low for us. For us all Westerners. The non-printed Happy Pack set was the exact same price as before, but super cheap for us. It was like £60 in the UK, $100 in the US, pretty cheap. So 2015 arrives and we are introduced to Cotton Candy Shop, which I know a lot of people love this lucky pack print. But suddenly we see a rise in the prices. The special set, instead of being sold for 31,500 yen, is now sold for 34,560 yen. The JSK set, instead of being 15,750 yen, is now 17,280 yen. The Salopette set has gone up from 12,000 to 14,000 yen. And the non-printed Happy Pack set has had an increase of 300 yen, so it's now 10,800 yen. Again, though, not gonna lie, it was a really good year for the pound. Everything went down in terms of pounds. And when it was quite a year for the dollar, so it looks like it just rose. It just went up with the yen increase. We were really living back then, like the pound was good back then. So then comes 2016, the last good year for the pound. Whip Factory is released and I actually bought this one and later sold it as a girl who was into DDLG, wore it and it really put me off it. So this one, the price kind of decreases a little bit. It's now 32,400 yen for the special set, 16,200 for the JSK set. The Salopette set is 12,960 and the non-printed JSK set stays the exact same. And that sounds pretty good. The prices have gone down a little bit, which suggests that they're trying to rein it in a bit. But this is the first year we see a decrease in the items. In previous years, the special sets had 7 pieces in them, and this year the special set only has 5 pieces in it. It has the head bow, coat, blouse, JSK and OTKs. The JSK set only has 4 items, whereas previously it had 5, so now it only has the head bow, blouse, JSK and OTKs. And again, the Salopette set only has 4 items when it used to have 5, the barrette, the t-shirt, the salopette and the OTKs. The non-printed set also sees a decrease in items, again just 4 items instead of the 5 that it previously had, the head bow, the blouse, the JSK and the OTKs. So in all of these we're missing the bags, we're missing the extra item in the special set, and the prices aren't really reflecting that. They're still in the range they used to be, but now with less items. In 2017, everything kind of goes downhill for us Brits. Thank you, Brexit. So in 2017, they bring out Wonder Toy and they haven't really rectified any of the problems that were created in 2016. The packs still have the reduced amount of items, they're still the same price. In fact, the JSK set, the printed JSK set and the non-printed JSK set both have an increase in price, and they've gotten rid of the Salopette set. On top of that, the prices have really risen for those living in the UK. The special set, which is 32,400 yen, is now £225 for those living in the UK, whereas before it was about £185. And it stayed about the same for the dollar. It's $277. The JSK set, which usually came in at under £100, is now £120, and the non-printed JSK set, which was coming in the £50 to £60 range, is now £90. So there's quite a big increase for those of us who have to live in a Brexit society. It's great, it's really good. So honestly, just to disappoint you all, in 2018 the situation just gets worse in my opinion. This year they only bring out 2 happy packs. They have a new print called Toy Harmony and they only bring out 1 lucky pack associated with this. So the standard JSK set with 4 items, they still haven't rectified it in 2018. There's no hope by this point. Luckily the prices have gone down just a little bit for us Brits, so it's now £114. The Japanese prices stay the same at 17,280 yen, and the dollar has also risen slightly to $154. The other set they bring out with it is the Lovely Bunny JSK set, which is their non-printed set, and the price has risen to 14,040 yen, which is 92 British pounds or 125 American dollars. Again, this set only has 4 pieces in it: the headbow, the blouse, the JSK and the OTKs. So in 2019 we actually see a massive rise in the amount of happy packs they bring out, but unfortunately still we see that only 1 of them is actually the print of that year. So that year the print was Toy Dream and they brought out the JSK set much like they did last year, the year before. But for some reason they've tacked on an extra 5,000 yen. So the price now is 22,000 yen, which is 156 British pounds or 200 American dollars, and this is not including tax. In all years previous they've put on the price including tax, and this year they haven't included it, so you have to add on an extra 8%, which I haven't done because I'm lazy. Again, this is a 4-piece set, but instead of including OTKs, they've actually included a tote bag, which in my opinion is a lot cheaper and low quality than the matching socks. The other 4 happy packs they brought out that year were the Elegant Nighty OP set, the Cafeteria OP set, the Sweet Bear Skirt set, and the Lovely Tartan JSK set. These went for 20,000 yen, 18,000 yen, 17,000 yen and 16,000 yen respectively, which is a major increase from previous years. We were seeing these non-printed sets going for 10,500 yen to 10,800 yen, and now the cheapest one is 16,000 yen. On top of that, they have reduced the number of items again by 1, so now you're only getting 3 items in each set. Again, none of these prices reflect the actual price as they were minus tax, but they are all above £100. If you think about what these sets would have gone for in the earlier years, in 2011, 2012, 2013, these were going for about £50 to £60, and now the price for the lowest one is £114. And that brings us to this year, 2020, where there was not a single printed set. They seem to have stopped doing the prints. Hopefully maybe next year they bring them back. I think the prints are such an important part of the New Year's lucky packs that it would be such a shame for them to not bring them back. I really don't know why they didn't do them this year. Anyway, this year we saw 4 lucky packs. So the first one was the Charming Lop Ear set, the second one was the Pure Heart set, then the Campus Girl set, and finally the Eternal Doll set. And the prices just make me very sad. The Pure Heart set went for 20,000 yen and the other 3 went for 22,000 yen. They all were 3-piece sets again, except for Charming Lop Ear set, which was 4-piece set. It had the cape, JSK apron and OTKs, but this meant this year in terms of pounds, the price range was 140 to 154 pounds. This is again before tax, and the dollar range was $184 to $203. So those are all the happy packs that I looked at, and as you can see there is a clear trend of things getting more expensive and less worth the price as it goes on. So I guess these rumours are true. The interesting thing is though, is that 2011-2012, the prices for the JSK sets were actually more expensive than they were in later years. And then there was a price drop and I wonder why that happened. But then after that we saw a price increase again, and then we saw Angelic Pretty, in my opinion, just putting way less effort into their happy packs. I know that I especially this year, I looked at the sets and I was like, there's nothing I want here. Like this year, last year, just hasn't really been it for me. I haven't really liked the prints that they had been bringing out. After Whip Factory, I think that the prints did kind of go downhill anyway. I think they really peaked with Cotton Candy Shop and Dream Fantasy, and it would have been really nice to have more prints like that. Clearly though, as I've said in previous videos, Angelic Pretty is taking a different direction. I thought it would be interesting to look into this, and I thought it would be good for people to have a kind of place to reference, like a kind of study thing to reference when this discussion comes up, because I have seen people say, yes, it's gotten more expensive and the quality is not great and blah 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 blah, and people being like, no, it's the exact same as it was before, you're just salty. So here's the answer: it has gotten more expensive and it's not worth it anymore. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting, and as always, thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!